Hello, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Today is our second review for our Silent Night, Deadly Night marathon. Today we're reviewing the second movie, which came out in 1987. And according to Google, it's a horror comedy, which is, I mean, besides from the scene in the movie theater, I would have a hard time believing the movie is intentionally supposed to be a horror movie. Horror comedy movie. This time it's directed by Lee Harry. It had a budget of $250,000. What the fuck? What did they spend all that money on? Which, if people don't know, the movie had this thing where it blew most of its budget. So I would say the first 40 minutes of the movie is Ricky, the brother of the character from the first movie, Billy, is at like some kind of prison. It's not sure. They don't explain it. Is he in a like prison hospital or like a straight up prison or mental hospital? It doesn't. They don't really tell you. But he's being interviewed by this doctor, right? So the first 40 minutes of the movie is him narrating and telling the story of the first fucking movie, which is why, in my opinion, is why this movie sucks, because they blew their entire budget on some bullshit, and like half the fucking movie is the first fucking movie. And apparently, I just found out right now, they had a budget of $250,000. That is insane compared to how low budget this movie feels at time. Like, what did they fucking blow the money on? There's no stars in the movie. They had to recast a shitload of people. Mother Superior is played by Jean Miller instead of who played her last time. Did I write down this shit? No, I did not. Oh well. It's played by a different actress, okay? So, like, it's like, what the fuck? And they even, and some of the shots, they recasted people, original actors from the first movie, and some of the flashback scenes, like the two teen lovers are played by, the close-up is, two different fucking actors. So maybe I should, pull back a bit and get on to what we normally do. So the story is the movie sequel baits at the end of the first movie and implies that Ricky, Billy's brother, is gonna take up the mantle of his older brother and go on a killing spree. So in the movie, it talks about how he was, after his brother died, the orphanage was shut down, and pretty much they pretty much made sure everybody got adopted at that orphanage. It was how the fuck they managed that, who knows, but they made sure Ricky Caldwell, which is his name, got adopted to a nice Jewish family. But after his foster father dies, he gets his first kill when he sees somebody he's hiking through the woods or whatever, and he sees some guy almost rape his girlfriend. This reminds him of the time his mother was raped, which they edited out the nudity from that rape scene. So he kills the guy, and he gets thanked for killing the rapist boyfriend, even though which is kind of like the complete opposite of what happened when Billy killed the rapist boyfriend in the first movie, right? So after that, years pass. He kills like a mob like enforcer, not mob enforcer, some kind of mob leg breaker guy, kind of like the thing like Rocky would do before he got into boxing in the Rocky movies, right? So after that, he meets this girl, Jennifer, who's played by Elizabeth Kaitan, which I looked her up. She is the only other movies she did were like schlocky like horror movies and like sex comedies. And she's also in one of the most notable movies she's in. And by the way, she was born in Hungary apparently. She was in Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood, which we might review that. I'm gonna, when it comes to the Friday the 13th reviews, I'm gonna wait till like after December to start doing them again, because I want to take a break, honestly. Like, they're too similar, okay? I don't feel like watching the same fucking movie every fucking week. And she's also in Necromancer, which I've heard of this movie. It's 1988. And Russ Tamblyn is in this movie. Russ Tamblyn is, what was his name? Dr. Jacoby from Twin Peaks, which I'm a huge Twin Peaks fan. So maybe I'll review that movie for this channel. And Vice Academy 3, I'll watch for my own sake. Fuck. Also, I looked at the cast for like, what was it, the third movie, just to see if Eric Freeman shows up again. He does not, and he gets replaced by Bill Moseley, which sucks, because like the best part of this movie is this guy's, Eric Freeman's performance, where he's like after, like, you know, he tells his story, which there's like a great funny scene in a movie theater where you have this guy what was it called, huckling through the movie, which they're watching a movie at the movie theater that's basically Silent Night, Deadly Night 1. And Ricky it doesn't say if he kills him, it doesn't show us if he killed him or just beat the shit out of him, but he, you know, lets it go. And it turns out his girlfriend Jennifer, like, he lost his virginity to her. Like, he's supposed to be 18 in this movie. He thought like she was a virgin as well. It implies that she worked at like some kind of strip club or some nightclub or whatever. She used to date this guy, which Ricky, at his initial rampage, which put him in jail, the catalyst for that was his confrontation with this guy, where he kills him by, he was like charging up his car, so he grabs him by the neck, takes him to this car, using the jumper cables from the guy's battery charger, shocks the guy to death. And you see, like, the head is obviously like a prop, but you see this cool like eye explosion through his sunglasses, which was pretty cool, though he was right in front of the guy and there was no splatter on him. So after that, his girlfriend starts calling him a psycho and blah blah blah, you know, bitching, even though, hey, the guy was hassling you too, bitch. He goes to her and is like, naughty, right? And she's like, uh-oh. She literally says uh-oh and tries to run away. He breaks off the radio antenna and strangles her with it, which I thought, you know, he was gonna stab her or whip her or something. I don't fucking know. But yeah, he strangles her with it, and then a cop shows up. He kills the cop, takes the cop's gun. You get the infamous shot where, like, you know, he sees a guy there. This is all on a street in broad daylight, right? He sees a guy take out his garbage can, and like he does the thing where the famous meme from this movie, garbage day. He's like, huh? He's like, levels the gun at him. The guy tries to use the trash can as a shield and blasts right through him. He goes on a murder spree, kills a bunch of people, shoots and destroys a car, which the car flips and then lands upright and then fucking explodes. Which I don't know if that was supposed to be physical comedy. But yeah, I'm guessing that car explosion was one of the reasons why this movie, most of its budget disappeared. That or straight up embezzlement, which happens more often than you think in like movies, horror movies. Yeah. Like, there's this one famous horror movie from 2007. I can't remember the name, but like they talked about on Spill.com. I think it was 2007. I don't fucking remember. That fucking Zoomer junkie fucking critic Ralph something did a fucking video on it. Was it? I don't fucking know. I tried to listen to the first episode of Sardonic Cast, and it's just like the I Hate Everything guy was okay, but it's like it was so bad, and the fact you had the one homosexual Canadian idiot bitch and complain about daylight savings time, and it's like, asshole. For us people who get up early to go for work, daylight savings time is like a huge relief to us, especially when we work in like areas where there's hardly any lights. Like, you can easily get lost driving at night when there's not a lot of street lights and shit. Fucking dumb asshole. And then there's the car accidents that happen when you drive early morning, late at night, and not very well lit areas. Fucking dumbass piece of shit. Get a fucking real job, you fucking artist degenerate piece of shit. So, I don't know, like, the last part of the movie is basically he kills the guy he's interviewing, and then like you have this off-screen escape, which I'm guessing was to help save money after they blew it all. And then you get, you know, this took place on December 24th, Christmas Eve, right? So he gets off-screen, he kills a Santa Claus, which, from the guy's voice, I assumed he would be black. He sounded very black, and then like you see the guy, and he's like actually an old white guy, which I was fucking surprised. Did they just get like a fucking like black voice actor for the guy, or am I a racist or something? I don't fucking know. But he sounded very street. So he calls up Mother Superior. He finds her address, which this obviously doesn't take place in the same town as the first movie, because it's like Christmas time and the weather's like really nice, and I think I even saw like a fucking palm tree in one fucking shot. So this is oddly shot in like California or some place where it's like hot all year round or whatever. Nice weather all year round, I should say. I don't know if it's really hot in California. I'm assuming, but like, who the fuck knows? Well, I guess if you're from California, you would fucking know. But so like, yeah, he goes on a killer rampage, which I love. This is the best part of the movie, because he's donning the fucking Santa Claus suit. He has the axe. He doesn't have the beard or fake wig, but you know, other than that, it's really good. Like, his performance is like, because the guy is so fucking well built. The guy's like, he's just as buff, if not buffer, than his brother. Though his brother is probably taller. His brother looks taller than him. But yeah, like he's basically a combination of the Terminator and Freddy Krueger, which was fucking great. If these retards did not blow their fucking budget, this movie, even though it's not like, because the first movie, it was a serious movie. It was almost like an art house movie as far as like horror movies go. This movie could have gone at least a 6, if not a 6.5, just off this guy's performance alone. Which I know people say, you know, it's so bad it's good or whatever. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in so bad it's good. I believe in, like, you know, people like movies that like are bad, but the effort and the fact that there's some real creativity here, where it's like one of those movies where it could be good if not for the like uh, what's the word? Incomp sorry, incompetency? Fuck. Incompetence. That's the word, right? So yeah, this movie again, I would almost give it like let's not get to the rating yet. I want to get to like the end where he shows up at the house, kills Mother Superior, where she was running away the entire time, and like you see like a scene that's very reminiscent to The Shining, and he breaks in the house. He's armed with his axe, right? Breaks in the house. She gets a kitchen knife, calls him out to face her, which like you were running from him the whole time, bitch. Whatever. She tries to like use the fact that she's like the woman that raised her to have authority over the guy. She's waving her fucking steak knife around. I thought we like there was a scene where like you see her grab a knife and it was a fucking straight up kitchen knife. No, in this scene it's like a steak knife. So I don't know, was the actress like too like old to fucking swing around a kitchen knife or whatever? She's swinging around this fucking like steak knife, trying to like threaten the dude. Ends up getting beheaded, and then you have the face off with the police. They gun him down, and then like you see he gets blasted out a window. Which again, I forget to mention these things, but like the stuntman, his stunt double has a completely different fucking hairstyle and hair color, and like it's even longer. So it's obviously a fucking like really. There's like the stunt double looks nothing like him. It's almost as bad as like Friday the 13th Part 4, where like the chick gets thrown out the window and it's obviously a dude in like drag. But it's like this is almost even more obvious because like the hair like makes it even the fact that the hair is so different makes it even more obvious that it's a stunt double, right? So after that, it's sequel based that he's still alive. He has that shit-eating grin that not I wouldn't say shit-eating grin, but it has like it's a subtle like nice grin. Yeah, so like this guy almost saves the movie, but I'm giving it 4.5. I'm sorry. It's their fucking job not to. I don't like fucking movies that like use stock footage or like footage from other movies to make up the bulk of their fucking movie, right? Even though it's like only like 40% of the movie. I can't fuck. I'm not gonna do that fucking math. Yeah. So I don't know if you could probably watch. I'll give you a secret. Though I have this movie on DVD, I have the 2 discs set of Silent Night and Deadly Night. If you're really curious about this movie, it is available on Blu-ray, but I would say check out. It's on BitChute. Check it out, and if you really like the movie, then go out and buy it. But I would say just rent it or watch it online before you decide to spend any money on this movie. So that's all I gotta say for now. See you later, guys. Oh, and obviously the marathon continues. Alright, bye.